There you go, Sean. You have the magnificent power of being channel administrator because you created the channel. You can have all of the fun now.
Yes, all there's to be had from that.
All of it. Oh, hello. Since I am recording this and we're using TeamSpeak, I'm not pressing my push-to-talk key. Welcome to... I haven't recorded an explanation video for this.
I'm sorry if I mumbled. I'm sorry if I mumbled that, I'm eating.
And come to think of it, I actually don't care.
I did not notice.
I've been peachy.
I've been great, and I think I have the last little things I need to get ready in place.
I'm going to mute my microphone when I'm not holding down my push-to-talk key. I'm going to try to, so I don't actually broadcast anyway, and I'll stick to using Notepad that was established in 4th edition. But I wanted to make that clear, because I'm a player here. I'm going to be doing a visual recording, and I might record an explanation video before or after
I see you added a meta-type thing to your thing, Aaron.
We'll have to see how I feel later.
What?
I don't know.
Your little, card that comes up when you mouse over your, token says elf.
It's been there.
Yeah, those things were just things I threw on to track the NPCs.
Yeah, he didn't add it, Jordan. But maybe if you weren't so busy getting yelled at.
Apparently I'm popular this year, what can I say?
I mean, you're what, the most senior person on the floor?
Ethan came back so tied.
But yeah, comes with the territory.
I have to baby these kids.
Welcome to my fucking world.
Oh well. I am sorry again, Grimith, I didn't answer your thing earlier.
Oh, it's okay. I only asked like 6 times. you kept coming back to make fucking punch rolls and shit. It kept making me angry. I'm like, what the fuck? He fucking just comes back to press his punch macro and he doesn't fucking answer my question. Afterwards, I realized you made an infiltration macro and I could have checked for myself. But you were being rude and that offended me.
I am sorry, I was not intending to be rude.
If you were intending to be rude, you probably could have been a lot ruder.
Yep, you could have. But, you know, whatever. It's a thing.
I mean, you can, reach for the stars.
Well then, if we're all ready.
I am.
I'm pretty ready.
About as ready as I reckon I'm going to be, Sean. Let's get the show on the road. What are we calling this? Are we calling this the City of Angels? Are we calling this Welcome to Horizon? Can you hear me now?
Maybe shut the fuck up, it's just Shadowrun.
You're the one that actually has to put the labels up, so you can name it whatever you want.
Well, sometimes the GM has a campaign title for his doohickey what's it bobber. I guess I could try to fit in shut the fuck up, this is Shadowrun. I might have to make an acronym out of that. SCFU tis.
Everyone will instantly know what it means. So, if you were going to record or whatchamacallit.
Are you telling me how to do my hobby?
No, I'm not telling you.
I have recorded I think I've recorded over 900 hours of video. Not to mention all the other hours that haven't ended up on the channel. You worry about what you gotta do.
So, Grimith, what you're saying is it's time for a fresh perspective on all this?
No. If I need one of those, I'll go on Dr. Phil.
Is that still a TV show?
Hey, I saw Montel the other day walking by in the body shop, and so I'm thinking Dr. Phil probably still exists too. Yeah, daytime TV, not a thing I keep track of.
Well then, from the beginning, world that you live in is very different from what it was 100 years ago. The awakening, the crashes, corporations, technomancers, um, and it's wow, I'm bad at this. It's 72, January, January 4th, Monday morning, and 4 of you are independently wake up at various times, and from each of the 4 of you have no current occupation, no current things to do, and point to begin is, what do you do Monday morning? Nothing to do, no work, no job.
Well, Twitch will probably start with breakfast.
Sorry, didn't hear that.
Twitch will probably start with breakfast.
Breakfast, probably pooping, peeing, those things.
Yeah, you know.
Maybe a
Thanks.
shower.
So, Truthsayer, given his intense penchant and interest, is going to go for some early morning meditation while in the comforts of his amazing home. And afterwards, catch up on North American news while classical music is playing in the background. Maybe check out to see if any cool books are coming out, even though, not many people publish books anymore in this dark age of chaos and mayhem in 2072.
Vice will, much the same way as Twitch, will mostly be doing breakfast and, the normal morning routine, but he has the added trouble of making sure his disabled mother is also, is basically making sure his mom is fed, she gets her so she can get dressed and all that stuff. And after all that's done, he will, turn on one of his news subscriptions on one of his entertainment things, one of the few things he does have, and then see what's going on in the world. Or what passes for news these days.
Coyote is gonna roll out of bed and just cuss at the general existence that he finds himself in. And he's going to get some sort of caffeinated beverage, synthetic coffee if that exists, and some kind of soy biscuit, and probably not going to heat it up too much, just doesn't care. And he's going to go tinker around in his mechanic shop. And he's going to turn the radio on for background noise.
Well then, at about 7:54, Twitch gets a call from a friend of hers, Mr. Fix-It.
Hey, how's it going? She asks, picking up.
Up. It's good. I actually have a thing I wanted to ask you. You doing any work recently?
No? Are you offering?
Yeah, I've got a friend down in nearby in that bar over Sunken Angels. Man named Snowman calling around looking for a crew that he has to put together real quick, and was wondering if you were interested.
That the place off Interstate 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for the heads up.
Okay, then I'll put a word into him, and he said wants everyone to meet up at 11. So be there, or you know, not.
11. You got it.
So during the next few hours, is there anything Twitch wanted to do to prepare?
Let's see, probably clean and maintain her weapons, make sure they're loaded. Maybe work out on the exercise bike for a little while. And then head on over. And for street level stuff, it's the leather jacket ensemble, unless otherwise stated.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, you did a good job protecting Aaron's token, Jordan. Way to go. Now no one can fucking move the damn thing.
Myself included.
Yep.
I was just checking out his macros.
See, look, you checked out the macros and apparently you got disconnected. This is all your fault. What have you done?
What kind of ice does Aaron have on that token?
Might not be the question to ask right now.
I'll see if I can get it working again. So at about 9:28, Truthsayer gets a call from his one contact.
And so yeah, Trusair will lower the lower the volume of the music playing in the background, have it pop up on his fucking, glasses with the image link. Ah, Miss Cristello, a delightful sight in the face of such horrid news. What can I do for you this morning?
Hey, Truthsayer. Guy working up in San Fernando needs help. I'd go myself, but need someone a little bit more, not missing as much shit.
I see how it is. You know a time of meet?
He said 11 o'clock. If I was you, I'd get there about 10:30 and check the place out.
Of course, the usual. Thanks very much for the tip, Cristello.
Welcome. And she hangs up right away.
Trusair will frown, at the condition of his friend, but just so happens the work means work. As for what Trusair might actually do, he's a fucking wizard. He does spooky shit. I don't know. He's gonna politely fold up all of the news that he was reading through his AR and turn off the music and crack his back and make sure he's got all of his sweet threads on, and He's going to head out on his sweet monocycle and head for the Sunken Angels bar, intending to arrive there at least have a half hour, preferably longer. You know, sometimes activity on the 210 is a bit more rough than he'd like.
So next that leaves
And apparently Twitch no longer exists. I mean, you could have disconnected the server. I think that's another way to solve it that might not have involved, say, deleting the token.
I just forgot to make her visible again.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, that is clever. Setting the token to hidden. That's good.
Yeah, I have everything set to hidden because I drop important stuff right in the middle of the thing and everyone can see it all the time.
Of course.
The next person is Vice, who gets a call at 9:55. Literally just a few minutes later. Again, from his only contact. His cousin.
Thurman, what's up?
Hey, so I heard through a guy here nearby, and he says that this guy up in San Fernando's hiring, and I dropped your name, and he's looking for runners. So if you want a job, I've got one for you, man.
What time? And where?
That bar up nearby, that Sunken Angels, the one that's ran by all those girls, is the guy said if you wanted to meet up, I gotta give him a call, and he wants you up there at 11.
I haven't had a run in a while. I'll take it. Thanks, Thurman.
Welcome, man. I'll go ahead and give that call.
All right. And with that, Vice will hang up, and he's got about it's not that far of a ride for him, but he's going to make sure his mother as well is gonna be fine while he's off gallivanting in the San Fernando Valley.
Then that just leaves Coyote, who gets a call at 10 o'clock on the dot.
Coyote.
Hey, it's Snowman.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm putting together a run for an old friend of mine, and I need someone I know is competent, someone I can trust doing it to make sure everything goes right, because a couple of these guys I don't know them too well.
So you call me. That sounds good. Thing I need the work. So time and place.
I want you here by 11.
All right, that shouldn't be a problem. The usual place down at the bar.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you then. Click. And with that, he'll, basically hop on into his car with. He's just wearing the jumpsuit, so probably doesn't have the form-fitting thing on, but he does have his jumpsuit on. He'll just jump into the SUV and ride on over there. He'll probably get there a little early.
Woo! Going on a road trip! Now, I suppose, Sean, something I'm looking to do, and this is going to be amusing everyone. I suppose upon my arrival, when I pull up, I don't know how much my character exactly knows about Sunken Angels Bar, especially if he doesn't have any area knowledge, so I guess what he wants to do is run a data search on the Sunken Angels Bar to learn more about it. If
Well,
that is
then,
sufficient.
Go ahead, give me a roll.
Alright, let's see. My modified skill with that is 4, plus my analyze program is 4. I have a total of 8 dice with that. You need to add the koala bear to this map. I need a koala bear! Stat!
Okay. Okay, it's there.
Alright. That makes for 8. That passes a threshold of 5.
I'm still loading the map, but whatever.
Oh.
I'm still looking as well.
That's there's my data search right there, Sean.
Well, it's a you can find plenty of stuff, but not much of it's useful. It's same thing repeated over and over again. It's the address is just an old warehouse that got abandoned. The bar itself is not really a legal place. It's just sort of this thing that has kind of connections to something or other. Some illicit organization. Hard to tell who exactly is the one that owns it. Bar itself's not a licensed joint or anything like that. Looking around, you do manage to find a couple of things that indicates that people that it's been involved in criminal activity. A couple of drug busts go down nearby fairly often. So it's tagged as sort of a normal drug den. But other than that, there's not much information on it on the Matrix.
Alright, Truthsayer is very confident that he knows how to use this this whole sort of searching thing. So he just reasons the fact there's just not a whole lot on there. He'll park the monocycle, which he trusts that, not a whole lot of people want to come after anyway, because really, of all of the glamorous vehicles you can ride, a monocycle is not one of them. Afterwards,
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. That's riding in luxury right there.
Afterwards, he'll make his way for the door and head on in. I reckon. Cross the threshold.
Well then, inside the place, besides being a little bit more run down than what you're used to, definitely screams runner bar. The people there are fairly subdued. Some of the guys look like they're carrying some heavier weaponry, heavier cyberware. In general, a lot of it looks like the sort of mix of the high-end professionals working underneath the people that go there because it's a cool place to go.
Actual bar area at. Ooh, a night one. Oh my. That is...
Yeah. Yes, stepping in, you see 3 people in particular take notice of you. The bartender looks at you with very obviously milky eyes and a stare that you know very well, one that looks just a little bit beyond you. The night elf says, "Hey, snowman," and then sort of indicates you. And then the man at the very end of the bar, the one labeled snowman, turns to face you and says, "Hey, You're a bit early.
Trusair shrugs. You know, it's an observation, a statement of fact. He doesn't see any need to include anymore. Slowly approach. Suppose he's just going to be observing the locale in detail. It's important for any particular as a professional in any particular professional scene to pay as much attention to everything as possible. It'd be rude otherwise.
Well, then actually give me a perception test.
Alright, I'll go ahead and make a vision. Did you want me to do this out in the public? Or you want me to, like, hide it to you only, or what?
Just go ahead and do it out in the public.
Alright, I'll go ahead and visual perception test. Threshold of 5.
Well then, you notice a couple of little points. You probably noticed the one outside too. Fiber optic end cables. Great for mages, able to cast spells from pretty much anywhere.
In that case, the fiber optic end cables would speak to, solid protection of a sorts for this locale should anyone start to cause trouble here.
Certainly does. Snowman sort of waves you over, and says, "Well, if you want to wait, whatever. The Johnson's already here, but he doesn't want to meet anyone until I've got the whole team here." Getting closer to him, you see that he has a drink in front of him, but it's looks to be just water.
Okay. Well, if there's I'm not speaking this out loud. Trusair will just nod at this individual. If there's nothing else, Sean, Trusair will go have a seat without a drink. Watch the door. Turn on his fucking, astral perception. Look at some auras, because it's fun.
Then in that case, want to give me an ascendancy test?
Sure, I guess we'll, direct this in particular at Snowman's aura. As, the astral eyes take a peek. And that is a threshold of 3.
Which is, I believe, enough to notice alphaware. Which means that you do notice his comlink data jack, and he has had cyber eyes and something done to his brain.
I'd notice whether his essence and magic are higher, lower, or equal to mine. Is he even awakened?
He's not awakened. His essence is lower than yours, obviously.
Right.
And I'll go ahead and give you that the two other people with portraits, are both actually awakened.
Okay, the 2 other people with portraits. I don't actually see any. Oh, of course, Morgan being one. And I was mousing... Juliet. Okay, that's fine. In that case, the other things it tells me, I don't suppose Snowman is suffering from any diseases or toxins?
No, a couple of people are, but
okay. Let's say, allows me to recognize Snowman's aura in the future. What's his general emotional state? Happy, sad, angry?
A little mix of angry and annoyed and maybe a tiny bit of scared, but not much.
Okay, that is sufficient. Alright. Well, Trusair continues to do his astral sight thing, and he'll just wait for the meet.
So about half an hour later, the rest of you get there pretty much at the same time. You all got pretty good at telling your computer how to get there and told you when to leave exactly on the dot to get there at exactly the right time.
Taking LA's messed up traffic patterns into account, of course.
Yeah. System's pretty good.
So Coyote didn't make any time? It took him an hour to get there?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
I was saying, so Coyote didn't make up any time because he left immediately after the phone call with Snowman. I mean, it doesn't matter. It could take an hour to get there in LA. I believe it.
Oh no, if you wanted to leave immediately, then you got there like 2 hours ago.
Well, no, he called me at 10.
He was called at 10, the meet's at 11.
Oh, an hour ago.
If he traveled back in time, that would certainly be a thing.
Right. It doesn't matter, though.
Maybe there was a vehicular accident. You gawked at it for a little bit.
Hey, man, he was half asleep. He just told the car, drive me there, and he just kind of zoned out. So Betsy took the long way.
Maybe it critically glitched its pilot roll. It took you
There we
all
go,
the way
all the
down
way.
into downtown before coming back up.
There we go. All right, I just arrived when everyone else does. First thing he'll do when he gets out of the car is he will tell the rover to let him know if the motion sensor picks up anything and that type of thing. Because he doesn't trust his bar at all. He goes here a lot, but people like to mess with his car.
Well, it is rather big and a little bit expensive looking.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what do the three of you do when you get to the bar and see each of you see two other people getting out at basically the exact same time in the exact same place?
Coyote ignores them entirely and just walks straight in the door. Sorry, I just you can do whatever you want. Coyote's just going straight inside. He does not give a fuck.
As
I was going to say, do you want me to finish my move? I'm just going to go over to Snowman, but I figure if they're following me in, he could probably come up behind me or something.
Yeah, you're not getting shot at. You can move wherever.
Well, Vice was going to he was going to comment at the both of them and didn't say you here for a run? But the dwarf ran by, so I'm like, okay.